Right, this is part 2 of my new the lore of Migs. So Migs eventually made it to Mandaluyong and discovered a apartment building. Since he had some leftover money that Gerald had given him in case he wanted to buy something such as a drink or a snack, he went inside and paid for a room. Migs eventually stayed in that apartment building for a few days. For a few weeks. Then Migs eventually got a phone by buying it in a phone store. The phone was an S23, the Philippines, a phone from the Philippines. The phone of the Philippines. He went back to his apartment building and started watching videos. He came across this particular YouTuber by the name of FGTV. He constantly watched his content every day. He always had a smile on his face whenever he watched it. Migs giggled whenever he saw Migs laughed super hard when he saw something funny. So hard, in fact, he may have peed his pants a few times. And yes, Migs now does have private parts, but I won't be showing them. Plus, I won't be drawing them. Alright? I don't want YouTube to get mad at me, so that's what I'm not gonna do. Okay, sorry. So eventually Migs came across these two YouTubers named Caden Liu and Kierzik. He started watching their content and he really enjoyed it. So he actually kind of wanted to befriend them on this game he found called Roblox. Turns out Caden Liu and Kierzik did have Roblox accounts. So Migs started commenting on their videos. Saying that he's a big fan because he subscribed to both of them, and then he really wanted to be friends. So eventually, in another country, like in Asia, Caden was just chilling in his home when all of a sudden he got a notification on YouTube. He checked it. He saw a comment and said, "Oh, a guy wants to be friends with me? Well, let's test him. Let's see if he's actually a fan." He sent a request of fan art and to see if Migs is actually a fan. So Migs drew fan art, really nice fan art. It was his first time drawing, so he actually drew it quite realistically. He added shadows. He posted it on his YouTube channel that he had created on a Tuesday morning. Caden eventually commented on it, saying that it's really nice. So they friended each other on Roblox. The next day, Caden announced a Discord server. So Migs downloaded Discord and joined. He actually asked Caden if it's okay for his fans to meet or visit him. Caden said, "Well, okay, but only this one time." So Migs decided to visit Caden in Asia, only to find that Caden wasn't actually at home. He was out somewhere. He was playing with his family members. So Migs went up to him and said, "Hey bro, it's me." And then Caden, who turned around, and waved back. They walked towards each other and and gave each other a high five. Eventually, they just started playing around on the road when it was already nighttime. So Migs decided to sleep over at Caden's house since he didn't really, he didn't really want to go yet. So the next day he said, "All right, Caden, I'm gonna go now. So visit me if you want. I'll be leaving at 6 p.m." Like, all right, bro. So at 6 p.m., Migs went home back to his country. Caden was like, "Oh, that guy was oddly nice, even though he's literally." That guy was oddly nice, even though he literally looks kind of freaky. The next day, Kiridik started the YouTuber by the name of Kiridik started commenting on his videos, saying that they were actually really nice. Kiridik, Caden actually recorded his. Caden actually recorded his his meeting with Migs. Also, guys, this is not actually real, like, this is just, lore from my OC. It did actually happen. I didn't visit Caden. I don't even know where he lives. I don't know his address. I don't know anything about him except he's a literal fox, or a kitsune that creates games and is actually human in real life. So, yeah. Remember, this is all just fantasy lore, okay? So, it did happen. It's not actually a real phenomenon that actually happened before. So, yeah. Eventually, Migs posted a video. Migs posted a video of saying, like, Migs eventually started posting videos about a creature he had seen on YouTube. It was 40 feet tall with large bony hands. It had long emaciated arms and legs and two speakers for a head, attached to a fleshy pole and with several black wires sticking down its neck. Migs, he watched a video of how to hunt down that certain monster. So he really wanted to put up a hunting team to hunt that thing down, because he heard that it actually hurts humans and tries to kill them. So what happened was that eventually, when Migs had enough people armed with 10 pump-action shotguns, there was like 10 people. There was like 9 people along with him that were armed with shotguns and bazookas. No, wait, that's too intense. They were armed with grenades. 2 of them were armed with shotguns. 2 of them were armed with 3 grenades. 2 of them were armed with shotguns, and 2 of them were armed with 3 grenades. Migs was the only one that had a weapon that was quite special. It was a bomb. But not like one that, it's not like the grenade. It's literally a bomb, a spear with literal gunpowder in it and a wick. So they began hunting Siren Head down. They brought walkie-talkies with them, since Siren Head can disrupt the strange, disrupt any, sounds. Like he can, makes his sounds play out of any sound-producing device, such as phones, radios, speakers, TVs, anything, about almost anything, including other sirens, I think. So, what happens is that when they found the Siren Head, it was eating something. it was legit eating a dead fox. The fox, the foxtail was sticking out of its mouth. The siren head eventually sensed they were nearby and rotated its head a full 180 to see what was behind him. Siren Head eventually turned while rotating his head back to its original spot. Siren Head released a loud, ear-piercing shriek. Siren Head released a loud, ear-piercing, distorted siren and started running at the group on all fours. Migs lit up the bomb and threw it at Siren Head's face. The bomb detonated, and then Siren Head was knocked back a little. They started firing their shotguns after Migs yelled, "Fire!" The part of the team was armed with grenades, so they pulled the pins of the grenades and threw them at the Siren Head. The Siren Head was already injured enough to almost be. The Siren Head was almost injured. It started running away. They gave chase. But then when the Siren Head was cornered, it finally spoke and said, "Stop! Wait! Let me just tell you something. I understand that I've done too much stuff. I've caused too much chaos. But look, I'm just an apex predator. But man, I'm just hungry." And then Migs was like, "Wait, you were hungry? You didn't tell it? You didn't tell us all that? You didn't tell us, like, you didn't even tell us? Man, we could have brought you food, bro. You're starving. Look at your stomach. It's like a sheet of paper. It's like a sheet of paper." It's like, Sergeant was like, "Yes, at least just take me to a restaurant, I guess, please." It's like, or maybe just, buy me some food, maybe some McDonald's. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot Siren Head isn't in the Philippines, so this took place in Minnesota. Yeah, Migs traveled to Minnesota. Because there's literally no way Siren Head can travel from Minnesota to the Philippines. Or is there just more Siren Heads here in the Philippines? I don't even know. So, they eventually brought him, KFC. They started eating. And then eventually, Siren Head was grateful for what they did for him. So, he eventually stopped eating people and just stuck to eating KFC, or maybe even, leaves. He's like an omnivore now. They turned him into an omnivore. So, that type of Siren Head in like the universe can actually eat bushes and tall grass. It's not like the actual Siren Head where it's like it just eats people. I mean, Siren Head doesn't eat people, it just like kills them. I don't know how Siren Head is still alive with that skinny ass stomach of his. He's probably starving. Anyways, eventually Siren Head was tamed, and then he was just peaceful. Eventually, Migs went back to his country and lived a happy life. But the next day, while he was walking out on the street, he encountered a playground. He invited his friends over, Gaden and Kirzek. They played in the playground together until a strange figure came by. Migs was playing on the swing when all of a sudden someone punched him off. Migs had a black eye from how strong the force was, the blunt force was. He stood up and saw a white figure standing over him. It was Mig's biggest hater, Aiden Moore. He had a shirt. Aiden Moore had a shirt with me with Mig's head drawn on it, and then Mig's head drawn it, and a sort of no sign, where it's like a circle with like a line in the middle, and then he laughed at Migs and started like kicking him. Migs got so pissed off, he literally jumped up and drop kicked his ass. Aiden Moore literally ran for his life because he was so scared. Aiden Moore literally ran for his life because he was scared. Also, this is not actually a real phenomenon. I did not drop kick Aiden Moore. I don't even know his address. But I wish I did. Before, but not now. But, so eventually, Migs caught up to Aiden Moore and started giving Aiden Moore a whooping. He literally did barrages. Just not so hard, but just like light barrages. Like sort of like barrage slaps. And then Aiden Moore was literally so scared, he literally screamed and ran away. Caden Lewin Gierzik saw the entire scene and then said, Migs, that was insane. Like, yeah, pretty much. I'm not actually a human, I'm actually an alien, so I know all those fighting skills. Caden Lewin Gierzik were horrified at hearing it. It's like, don't tell me you're trying to take over this world. It's like, Mitch was like really disappointed. He sighed in disappointment and face palmed. I'm not trying to take over the world, okay? I'm just here because I got kicked out of my home planet by one of my gods. And by one of my kings. It's like, wait, you have a king on your home planet? So how many are there? Like 3? It's like, Migs was like, yes. One of the kings died, so, 2. The queen, yeah, she's still alive. So, and then Migs was like, so you're telling me your kind can be male or female? Migs was like, yeah. What's wrong with that? Eventually, Kato was like, no, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna question it anymore. The next day, they were just chilling in Migs' apartment when all of a sudden, Migs had an idea. He actually wanted to do something. They decided to go swimming because Migs never went swimming before. Eventually, when they got to the public pool, they met Migs' third favorite YouTuber, which is Ricky the Rabbit Monkey. Migs gasped in excitement and he ran at Riggy, literally grabbing Riggy and shaking his hand. So he was super excited. He was so excited. He was talking really fast and in such a high tone. He was like, "Hi, my name's Riggy. It's nice to meet you. I'm a really big fan, and I subscribe to your channel." Riggy was kind of freaked out just how fast his arm was moving. He freaked out and told Migs to stop because because he was afraid that his arm was gonna rip off for some reason, because Migs was shaking it so hard. Migs stopped and then just like let go of his hand. He's like, "Yo, bro, can you at least sign my hand?" And he was like, "Fine." He grabbed the marker and signed his hand. Migs looked at it and was like, "Oh my god." And then Kitty and Kirsten were like, "Congrats, dude! You got your hand signed by a famous YouTuber." Sadly, it's not me though," said Kaden. I was like, nah, that's fine. You sign my arm when we get home." As they dove into the pool, and then Ricky soon followed. So 4 of them gathered on the stairs near at the pool. They started like talking about stuff from their past, and then Riggy literally mentioned he did like thousands of crimes. Meek was also interested and said he also did some crimes. So yeah, that's kind of awkward. So while they were swimming, Migs accidentally bumped into a strange black shape in the water. The black shape seemed to have a bill. It looked like a penguin, but oddly cartoonish. He rose out of the water and then said, "Ow, what did I hit?" And then he literally saw something floating above the water. It looked like it was actually Avery Animations. Avery Animations OC. Avery got up and like started swimming in the water. He's like, "Bro, what the heck did you just do?" It's like, "Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't see you in the water. You were literally swimming to the side. I didn't look to the side. I didn't know you were there." It's like, "Nah, that's fine, bro. Just go ahead. Let's just mind our own business." Okay, so eventually while they were at the pool, Migs saw someone who he recognized very well. It was like a cat, cartoonish shape, and it's Mika. So he went up to me and was like, "Yo, bro, why are you getting so much hate? They literally don't even know you. You're literally being forced by a freaking idiot to do all this hate. So there's like maybe try and stop him." Mika said in a quite straight, weirded out voice. "Yeah, I know, but what? I know, but why are you so short?" Since Mika was like 12 years old, she was actually taller than me. She was like 5'4". It's like Mika's was like, "I'm 4'11". Mika started bursting out in laughter, literally saying, "Wild." It was like, "Yeah, what? It's my actual height. You know, Avery's literally shorter than me. Look at him." Avery was like, "Hey, who you calling short over here?" He was like, "Look, I'm just giving you as an example for this cat over here. She's literally calling me short when you're literally the shorter one here." It's like, "Oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah." And then she was like, "Okay, sorry." Eventually, Mika literally got ambushed in the back by two of her worst haters. They literally started beating the living heck out of her. Migs was horrified at the sight. He was like, "Oh my god. Oh my gosh." He was horrified, and then both of them looked at him and said, "Don't tell me you're a Mika fan. You want us to do the same to you?" I was like, He's like, no, 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 I'm fine. He ran off. He ran off horrified but didn't scream. He was just panting heavily as he ran. He was afraid. Hayden and Kiersik saw the entire thing go on. So eventually, they just kept swimming. Then they went home. Okay, I might make a part 3. This is quite long already. I'm gonna stop making these long videos because I might run out of storage. I really might need to delete some videos here on my, on my phone. Yeah, bye guys.